I could see peace instead of this, right? Anytime we have distress, drama, anger, fear, there's a car outside that just suddenly pulled up to park and play music while I'm going to make a video, I could see peace instead of this. I could see peace instead of this. Do I look different? My wonderful, beautiful daughter got makeup and did makeup on me for the first time. So good job, honey. Tomorrow I'll be back with, you know, my nothingness. But today it's good. And I could see peace instead of this situation. I can see peace instead of being annoyed with this or that. I could see peace. This is a great lesson for me, because yeah, if anything's provoking anxiety, irritation, annoyance, if you suddenly feel like you have to tolerate a situation, you could say, you know what? I could see peace instead of this. And at first there will be a part of you that's like, yeah, but I don't want to, right? But you could see peace instead of this. So anyways, I could see peace instead of this cookie. And you're like, what's wrong with the cookie? It's like, have you never had a bad cookie before? One time we got these cookies. They were like cinnamon oatmeal with chunks of like little cinnamon red hot candies in them. Worst cookie we ever friggin' had. And I was like, I cannot believe that we're throwing out cookies. Anyways, we could have seen peace instead of that disgusting cookie. Burnt cookies. Cookies with raisins. There's sorry to all my raisin lovers, but why you put that in there? All right, anyways, let's do the notes. Don't forget, I know I have makeup on, don't forget. Okay, notes for number 34. I could see peace instead of this bullshit. I mean, and sometimes I feel like being sassy, like, yeah, I could see peace, I guess. Yeah, you could. It's your choice. It's always your choice. So Tina Jesus today was talking about how, you know, us and our egoic perspectives, we are always seeing ourselves as the innocent ones. We would never admit to being anything less than peaceful. We see ourselves as peaceful, unless provoked. So we have to realize that, like, you know, when we're living life with the ego as our guide, we are a walking time bomb. Jesus didn't say that, but that's kind of what he was implying. Our default setting is separation. How do we know that? Well, because we're all in separate bodies. So even though the body in itself is neutral, it's nothing. And we get to choose how we use the body. Do we want to use the body as a communication device for Holy Spirit? Or do we want to use the body as a weapon for ego or as bait? And you're like, what? Yeah. Look how you get pretty for the opposite sex or whatever sex you're into, I guess. Look how you get pretty for that person. Yeah, you're using your body as bait all the time. The ego makes the body everything, and it puts so much emphasis on how it looks. So that's how the ego uses the body. The Holy Spirit has other plans for the body, using it as a communication device for love. But essentially, isn't that interesting? The body is neutral. All right. Anyways, what else did Jesus say? Well, anytime we are engaging in anxiety, fear, distress, attacking others, we're literally attacking ourselves. You are attacking yourself when you attack others and when you allow yourself to be angry, fearful, any type of distress, anxiety. It feels awful because you're attacking yourself. So our affirmation from Jesus is to say, I will not inflict pain against myself by judging this situation. I choose peace. I choose love. Whenever I'm in a state of judgment, that's basically attack. I'm attacking the situation by judging it. I am inflicting pain upon myself. So instead, we always have a choice. choose peace, choose love. Now the pathways of light, number 34, so sweet. Peace is in my mind. It's always there. Whether we're aware of it or obstructing it is the question. Love is always in our mind. God is always in our mind. However, are we aware of it or are we blocking the flow of it? So we don't have to find peace. It's there. It's already in you. So the prayer on our lips may be today, Holy Spirit, help me see peace instead of frustrating situations in my life this day. Help me see peace, Holy Spirit. I choose peace. And then I continue on just knowing that peace is in my mind. If I'm siding with the ego and letting the ego guide me, I won't be able to see it. But just because I have decided to see through ego eyes doesn't mean it's not there. It's there. It's always been there. It always will be there. But am I choosing to see it? God, I hope so. Please. Yes. I choose peace. Peace is in my mind. And I could see peace instead of this bullshit. So yeah, she did like a wing. She gave me a wing. So officially now I'm an angel. Okay, I got winged. I would have never done that for myself. So shout out to all the 12-year-olds that are making their moms way cooler than what they are. Whew, way cooler. All right, so anyways, those are the notes. Yeah, your body is neutral. How are you using it? Are you using it as bait? That's funny that like Jesus said that, and now like I'm baiting nobody with this. Trust me. And if I am and somebody would fall for it, well, sorry for being a sucker. All right. So on that note, let's read the pathways. Let's read the pathways and really invite the Holy Spirit with our prayer, request, whatever you want to call it, our asking, help me see peace instead of these frustrating situations. Yeah, we're going to have stuff that comes up and we got to deal with, but guess what? You don't have to lose sight of your peace. You can still see peace, see love, see joy, see the God in everybody else instead of what the ego wants you to see, which is separation, drama, fear, attack, yakety yakety yak. So choose peace. Here's the Pathways of Light. Pathwaysoflight.org. Welcome to the reading, A Course in Miracles Workbook Lesson 34 Insights. I could see peace instead of this. In earlier lessons, we learned that God is in everything we see because God is in our minds. Since peace is an attribute of God and God is in our minds, peace must be in our minds. This means if I am not seeing peace, I must be closing off my real self from my awareness. Since peace is already in my mind, I don't have to acquire it. I need only accept its presence. Any situation in which I am not feeling peace is an indication that I am using something to hide peace from my awareness. In the introduction to the course, it tells us that it is not going to define what love is, but will merely help us remove the barriers to love's presence. This lesson is another step in removing those barriers. We will know love when we have let down the barriers against it. Today's affirmation is a powerful tool to help us step back from the myriad forms of distress and pain and unhappiness that we experience in our lives. Just repeating that statement reminds me that I don't have to see the world the way I am seeing it. I have a choice. The little crack is open through which the Holy Spirit can offer another way of seeing. Each time I affirm this thought, I give myself the gift of opening my mind to the possibility of healing. I may not be ready to accept it, but I am at least a step closer. Just because I don't feel healed yet in a particular circumstance is not reason to give up. Rather, it is simply a sign that I need more practice. These lessons are designed to help me build a habit of practice. I am grateful that in every situation, I can see peace. This lesson reminds me that my awakening to the truth has nothing to do with the outside world and has everything to do with the thoughts I am holding in my mind. This lesson has everything to do with remembering that my experience of peace is an internal matter, and that if I am not in peace, I can choose differently. This lesson asks me to search my mind for thoughts that are not peaceful. This lesson encourages me to be open to letting these thoughts go. I could see peace instead of this. When I get wrapped up in some circumstance where I lose my peace, I usually do not realize that I have lost my peace. I get so wrapped up in what is wrong out there that I forget that it starts with what is wrong in my mind. From a peaceful state of mind comes a peaceful perception of the world. This is a powerful lesson. If I am willing to practice changing my mind and choosing peace in every situation where there appears to be distress or conflict, I can take great steps forward. This is the key to my awakening. Just like the lesson, God is in everything I see because God is in my mind, I could also say, peace is in everything I see because peace is in my mind. This world is coming from my imagination. I have invented the world I see. When my mind is in a state of peace, I see a peaceful world. So I must start with my mind. If I jump first to trying to fix something out in the world, I will have forgotten where the real problem lies and where the real solution lies. As I consistently practice choosing peace first, I heal my mind and am open to a peaceful solution to every problem. The Course tells me that peace and understanding go together and are never found alone. If I want a deeper understanding about anything, the way I find it is to choose peace. Jesus tells me that I am much too tolerant of mind wandering. This lesson helps me choose what is most important of all, to be in a state of peace. In a state of peace, my mind is clear. I see a peaceful world. The problem is never out there. I am learning to ask myself, where is my state of mind? When I am joined with Holy Spirit, peace seems easy and natural. When I am joined with the ego, peace seems very far away and hard to reach. Today's lesson reminds me that it is my choice, and which I choose is what I will see. They say that God works in mysterious ways, but if we think about it, it's really not that mysterious. As a matter of fact, it's really quite simple. However, we, or our egos, always tries to complicate things. We get so wrapped up in what's out there that we forget it's only a reflection of what's in here that causes all the chaos. I can often be so impatient with the fact that I have very little patience, and I seem to keep putting situations in my life where I have to practice being more patient. I need to see these situations as means for practicing my patience and not frustration. Holy Spirit, help me see peace instead of frustrating situations in my life this day. pathwaysoflight.org. There, I had to keep it real for a second. All right. Anything else? I could see peace instead of this. It's just, it pulls the rug out from under your ego. Like you start to bitch and you're like, well, I could see peace instead of this. Or you start to be like, oh, are these Jehovah Witnesses coming to my door? I could see peace in front of this. And you just start choosing peace. All right, I got to see who's coming to the door. Okay, thanks. Bye.